We have had a couple requests on how to work with Serum, more specifically how to work with drum and bass presets, and more specifically than that, how to make macros that are going to be fun and usable for drum and bass type stuff. So I am not a huge drum and bass producer myself. I've only written a couple drum and bass songs. However, analysis and general understanding is that drum and bass is going to be a lot more of the movement versus, dubstep, rhythm, that kind of stuff is definitely more emphasized on the rhythm and the rhythmic cadence of the drum line, really fast arpeggios, that kind of stuff. Versus in drum and bass, I've noticed it's a lot of, neuro type bass sounds where it's got a lot of movement, something where you can hold and sustain the note and be able to have it move and modulate the way that it needs to on its own. So what I'm going to show you guys is this guy right here. Yeah, so this is a preset. Sorry about that. This is a preset that was designed for a preset sample pack called The Resistance that Xfer and myself were working on for a while, which is hopefully going to be coming out soon. I know I've been saying that for a couple weeks now, probably saying it for a couple weeks longer. But this particular patch does emphasize a couple of the points that I was saying before, as far as it does have the movement, it does have all of that kind of motion in the one, like that was me just holding the note down. So I'm going to show you guys how to create that, show you guys a couple of different macros and how they're used, and in hopes of being able to show you guys the rest of the structure of the actual synth itself. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize about the brief delay. Yeah, commercial break. That's what we'll call it. I'll even play a little bit of music in there. Now we're back. So what I was breaking down for you guys originally was the fact that this preset does have the motion. It does have the movement. We're going to go over the macros, and I'm going to kind of show you guys roughly how this was made. And yeah, we'll go from there. So to do that, to emphasize everything that I had made, to show you everything, I'm going to turn it all off. So bypass. Oh, which by the way, I'm sure somebody out there knows this. There's got to be a way to just like Control Alt click, Command click, I don't know, where you can just click on these and bypass them all at once. I don't know. I know that's possible. I mean, Steve Duda is a freaking god in making this, so I'm sure that it's got at least some of those aspects in there. So starting from the core of this sound, Dead Tempest. So this wavetable was something that was made specifically for the Resistance pack. Actually, both of them were. However, because I love you guys, I'm going to make sure that these are both available for you guys in the comment section below. So Dead Tempest waveform. Get to the star. Perfect. Okay, so I'm just gonna build this from the ground up. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So now that we have the core sound, I actually should have done that with the and then the comb. Yeah. It just adds a little bit more of the phasey motion that just comes naturally with that comb filter. So we're going to add that, and now we're going to kind of see where this motion is coming from, because I'm sure as you guys noticed, all I did was hit a button and it already started moving. But that comes from the envelope. So envelope 1 is already set to the master volume. It is, I mean, this is as basic as you get. The sustain is cranked all the way to the front. The attack is cranked all the way to the front. The release is minimum as possible. That way it does have a little bit of a natural tail, but it cuts off